It could be like the still frame of the video on YouTube. I'll click on that.
Basically, my mum died a couple of years ago, and at that time I'd got quite a lot of time off work, and I sort of went for lots of walks, and I started to reflect on how God had been working in my life. Weirdly, and I do on reflection put this down to God working in my life, because the funding for the job that I'd got, the full-time job, came to an end. Yeah, I had loads of time to think, and I started to think back over my life, and I was thinking, do you know, I feel really contented. And it was weird, because I looked back and I thought, well, what's made me feel like that? And I was thinking, well, all the things that have been working up to it, the couple of years that Mum was poorly, so we could sort of say our goodbyes in essence over that time. The fact that I always thought I was closer to my mum, but when me and my dad were visiting my mum every day, a massive bond grew there. So the bond with my dad grew stronger. The job, as I said, that gave me time. Everything seemed, all the strings that were sort of trailing back there, sort of just starting to happen in my life, all seemed to come together. And now they're sort of now doing this and sort of creating like my new life, my new normal. Because that's what I think of it like. My mum's not there, but it's how you have to live your life, and it's a sort of new normal, and it's so different. My mum wouldn't recognise my life now, I don't think, but that's not a bad thing, because it's sort of almost compensation for her not being there, because I'm doing singing, I'm doing writing, I'm doing photography, I'm doing the cards, I'm just doing lots of the things that I always wanted to do but never did. So I think I just sort of thank God for that. I mean, especially the relationship with my dad. If you get a chance and just think about what your blessings are in your life and how they might have come, they might have been given to you because you've had a massive life change, you've had a big loss. Because there's always something positive. I mean, that's one thing my mum said to me. She was, there's always a silver lining. There's always someone worse off than you. And when you're grieving, it doesn't feel like it. But there's always something good that can be gotten from that. And I think as you move along, going through the different stages of grief, you can look back, say, right, okay, that happened because I needed to know. I needed to have a certain amount of time to say goodbye, or that happened because I needed to be able to support people after the person died. But within all that, there's still the memory of that person. Having lunch, yes, we were having lunch in the back garden, and we were talking about what might happen sort of when someone died, and she said, what I would like for myself is I would like to be sprinkled in the countryside. She said, and when you go for a walk in the countryside, I want you to think of me. And it wasn't a maybe, it was a definite instruction. And that was really comforting to me, because it was something I could do for her once she died. So it was like following on from what she'd said. So that was really, really comforting and helpful and lovely and fab, because my mum was.